my fellow knights, welcome back to the Struggle Bus, where today we're going to be brewing around Conduit of Worlds, an artifact that allows our deck to be extremely resilient and redundant. But first, I do want to say, if you're returning to the channel, please do consider dropping a like on the video, sharing the video, and subscribing to the channel, as it does help me out quite a bit. And if you're new to the channel, by all means, sit back, relax, and enjoy the games. But first, let's get into the deck. For 2 green, you may play lands from your graveyard, so that's kind of nice. We are running a bunch of the fetch lands, so we are able to not miss any land drops and gain a little bit of life while we're doing it, which is super sweet. But then tap, choose target non-land permanent card in your graveyard. If you haven't cast a spell this turn, you may cast that card. If you do, you can't cast additional spells this turn. Activate only as a sorcery. So the drawback to this is that you are able to simply play whatever you want from your graveyard, but it is the only thing you're going to be able to do that turn. So we're going to work around that in 2 ways. A, we are going to have a bunch of permanents that do stuff like kill things, draw cards, etc., etc. But then we are also going to have cards that interact at instant speed. So that way we are able to still play more than one spell, you know, in a round, essentially. So let's go into it. This is going to be strictly an Abzan kind of attrition deck. We're going to start off with 2 Cathar Commandos. It is a 3/1 with Flash. Of course, going back to what we just spoke about, we can use it to destroy artifacts or enchantments. It can kill most 2-drops and some 3-drops. And of course, it's an aggressive beater. Circle of Confinement is our kind of early removal spell of choice because, once again, we can get it back if we need to. Armored Scrap Gorger as ramp to fix our mana and make sure we can get there, because this is a slightly mana heavy deck, and the fact that, hey, the Graveyard Hate comes into play sometimes. Elos is going to be a 2-drop that's just situational. It trades up, gains us a little bit of life, pings the opponent somewhat. Just a general all around. We're not a 100% sacrifice deck, but I think this has enough multi-purpose uses that it's a good Swiss Army knife. And then 2 Reckoner Bank Busters, because it is a permanent that draws us cards that we can get back. 2 Wedding Announcements to gum up the board, pump up the team in case you draw some cards. Liliana the Veil is interesting here because we are using her as a removal spell, but then the fact that Conduit lets us play any permanents from our graveyard means that we have no problem pitching our top end to Liliana to force our opponent to discard, because later on we're going to be able to get it back. And then of course it is another way for us to be proactive on our turns, even if we're only able to play 1 spell if we are activating Conduit. Old Rutstein kind of does the same thing as Elos, kind of jack of all trades, does a bunch of different roles well. It's a blocker. It mills to fuel our graveyard to essentially pseudo draw us cards. It gives us additional creatures. It ramps us. So a lot going on here. Solid card. I think it's a decent spot in the list. 2 Wandering Emperors as a permanent that is a removal spell that we can do on our opponent's turn should we activate Conduit on our turn, and it is also a permanent that we can get back with Conduit. So interesting there. We already talked about Conduit. And then Skyfisher Spider is a nice addition here, where we are able to sack some of our smaller things. Wedding Announcement and Rutstein do get us additional tokens, but it just mainly the fact that we're able to sacrifice our smaller things to get a kill spell out of one of our creatures that we can recur is very potent. And then occasionally we will exile it when it dies to gain a little bit of life. Of course, the dream would be to have 2 of these that we could just continuously cycle and loop to kill our opponent's creatures over and over again, which would be super nice. Don't think we'll be able to do it, but let's find out. And then finally, now our top end, we're only running a bunch of 1-ofs. We're running 1 Titan of Industry, 1 Liza because recursion is great, and then 1 Junji as a way to get additional things off the board, right? We played Junji. Junji dies, we can get things back from the graveyard, then we can activate Conduit to replay Junji. So a lot of value there. Same thing with Liza, same thing with Titan. We are able to get this high because of the fact that when we have Conduit out, we can continue to replay our lands from our graveyard, and it also makes it a little less painful to discard our lands to Liliana. But overall, not bad. And then we've gone with Leyline Binding as our enchantment removal of choice because it is a permanent that has flash. So we can do it on our opponent's turn if we're casting it from our hand. And should we discard it or our opponent blows it up, we're able to bring it back with Conduit. Lands, we are running a full contingent of 8 basic lands to accommodate our 6 fetch lands from New Capenna, and then everything else is pretty standard with the utility lands from Kamigawa, because we can easily play their spell side and then play them off of Conduit again. So you can see just a straight kind of all good stuff Abzan list with a little intertwining synergy. Very interested to see. Eventually, if you guys like these Conduit decks, we may try a more sacrifice heavy list, right? Because we're able to get back things like Ilos and Jadar and whatnot, but we'll see when we cross that bridge. All right, friends, that will do it, which means for the shout out for this video is going to go out to Confuser. Confuser, thank you so much, my friend, for supporting me and writing the Struggle Bus with us. I really do appreciate it. You rock. And this Abzan Conduit list is for you, my friend. All right, this seems reasonable. I think we can keep this. Let's lead off with the Glade. That way we can potentially either go Commando or Elos on 2. Probably going to go ahead and play Commando, I think. Let the opponent tap out. Right? They're going to leave up. Looks like they're leaving Cup down, so let's go ahead and make their mana just a little bit awkward here. And go this way. And then that way we have the potential of commandoing. I think that works out in our favor. This way, there we go. All right, let's see. I really do, because now they can attack, right? They can play a 3/3, we can eat it. So, not doing too shabby. Gonna hold off on this. Probably, if they leave up removal, I think we're still okay. We are gonna commando here. Try to take the block if we can get it. They are, but it does throw off their curve, and we still get to untap and immediately play something without it dying. So I think I'm okay with that. We know they have the cut down. They still get to level. Then let's see, probably gonna go this. Oh, go for the throat. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. So let's go. He lost here, fine. Ooh, and we have Conduit. Nice. And we can play it. Man, things are coming up Millhouse here. Let's go here. Play into the cut down, unfortunately. Maybe not. Maybe it's not cut down. Maybe it is sleeper. Let's go here and we'll grab another black source. So we have here to play Conduit if we need to. We have the binding. Excuse me. Binding to be able to take down whatchamacallit, Shielded, right? And then if they evoke us, we can just binding them again. Fair. Ooh, this is working out kind of nice, man. Honestly. So here, let's go this way. Do we take the time off to Conduit here, is my question. And I guess I don't hate that play. We don't get to play a land, but I think that's still correct. We'll get Conduit going this go around. That way next turn we have the ability to binding plus Riveteer's Outlook. Seems reasonable to me, honestly. They're going to level. Okay, well, we go down to 12. Play another one. So they're the aggro list, which is interesting. They're running such a high removal spell. Nice. Look at that. Love it when a plan comes together. So let's go ahead and play our land. Shuffle our deck a little bit. Get some value here. Grab another green source so we can play. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. And then we'll activate here. Play Elos. And hopefully it taps correctly. Tap, tap. And we still have the white for our commando next turn. Looking pretty good, my friends. Looking pretty good. Oh, they're Rakdos. Okay, okay. Alright, I'll let that ride. So already getting some value, man. I like this. They're going to swing. We're going to play our commando. Go for the level up. Play commando. Looking pretty good. Scrap Gorger. I think we can wait on the Gorger, honestly. Let's go ahead and outlook again. Let's grab our swamp. And then let's tap and play our Elos. And then what do we got? What do we got? We can still have binding at instant speed. So getting some value here. So we have one more land to get, right? We have one more forest to get. And then this is just going to be life gain for us. But we could just start playing our 3/1s from the graveyard. They're going to attack. Yep, we're going to block. No sense not doing it. It's interesting. So is their hand all removal? Or they would have done it to keep getting damage in? This is a little on the interesting side. Just keep grinding away. Is that good enough to eat? We can go Elos. I think I am going to exile that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, buddy. So let's go here and play Big Papa Pump. Go here. Let's go 4/4 and shield count. That was a good top deck. It was a good top deck. We already played our land. No thing to bring back from the graveyard. And then, yeah. If we had a discard outlet, it would be a little different, right? But we do not. And they've seen enough, apparently. All right. On to the next one. Man. Going first. This could be a little risky, though. We're not getting our black. Yeah, I'm going to mulligan. I think we can do better. Okay. Keep this and let's tuck double black versus like we can kind of play everything. So let's bottom that. Start off here so we have access to the most colors. And we'll go double green. And then it's fine if we don't. This is what? Yeah, fewer than 2 lands. So we'll go this way. Potentially mono white, potentially blue white. So we'll see what they play. We'll decide what our next course of action is. All right, well, black. Ah, so close yet so far away. Let's go green. Probably should have just drawn, actually. That was my bad. We should have probably drawn in case we drew like a black tap land. That being said, like our kill spells aren't gonna be too bad. If we had a black land there, they had a swamp, that would have been fantastic. See if I get punished or not. Okay, we didn't get punished. Well, start making 1/1s, I guess, maybe. This could be the flash. So, go here, start making some blockers. Oh, okay, they don't have either of the flash. They don't have commando or the reinforcements. So that bodes a little well for us. And then we're going to have some sack fodder for our speeder. So that's pretty good. We will probably draw first versus playing the other wedding announcement. Or maybe we do. I'm trying to think if it's worth it or not, right? Because these decks are going to run farewell, and we haven't put any pressure on them to pull the trigger on it. I think we're just going to draw first, see if we hit a black, and then take it from there. Interpret, okay. So we're going to take this hit in case we need to activate Spider, right? So I think we take this one. Got there, excellent. So let's see here. Unfortunately, we can't draw. So I think we just play Spider. Kill the... sack this. Kill the adversary. And then leave the ability to crew up the Bank Buster, right? Paragon definitely going to be a thing. So I think from here... I mean, it's still kind of early to play Paragon. So my worry is going to be playing the Conduit. Right? Playing Rut's team pretty much... Well, if they're playing Paragon, they may not wipe the graveyard. So we'll see. We shall see, my friends. Definitely going to need a Leyline Binding to deal with... Okay. So they put the counter. Okay, so they're okay, all right. So I don't have to worry about farewell. We could just run everything out now. Okay, cool. I was a little worried. But now that I know what they are, then we're fine. There's no way they attack here, right? Oh, all right. Hey, sometimes you forget. I can respect it. They get the 1/1, but I think that's fine. I think they just misunderstood the board state here. So next turn we get to play this and be able to draw still. This is gonna be a nice. So Rutstein plus. I think we still draw. I think we just play Rutstein and draw versus. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just gonna draw. No need to put pressure on the opponent just yet. They're mono white, so I feel like potentially the longer the game goes, the better shape we will be in. We have a stronger top end. Okay. So they're gonna have at least one thing indestructible. They're gonna put some counter. Oh, getting pretty gutsy here. Getting pretty gutsy. All right, so I think okay, that resolves. Kind of want to get the last card out of their hand, right? Top. Yeesh. So do we double block here? We can also double block with Rutstein, but that's kind of a source. We could block here. So I think we block and double block and get the last card out of their hand. Right? We lose 2, but we lose like half a card to their 1 card. Probably a land, but maybe not, right? Okay. Let's draw. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. It's a good source of card advantage there, my friends. Let's get this ball rolling. Spider. And another removal spell. Okay, things are looking up for us. Let's go Liza. And we still have the ability to both Iganjo and Bankbuster. And they top, remember, they top. So I think we attack here and start pressuring their life total. I don't think we can give them like infinite turns. We have a chump blocker if we need to. Right? Now remember, Liza's going to cause them to exile. Ah, okay, that's a good one. That's a good reason to top. Lets them, immediately gives them card advantage, right? Put a counter there. Then they're going to plus a 2. They're going to let us block? I mean, I'll block that all day. Okay, so let's see. Training first. Then I'll let them scry. And then we'll exile this one and block here and gain the life. And then I just don't see it. Bottom. All right, enlist. We'll go ahead and kill it. Get to keep our treasure. They don't have a land to discard to make it indestructible. And then we will block and gain some life. It doesn't get the counter because Liza exiles, and we're doing pretty good. I'm just going to draw here. I'm going to draw so we have the potential of attacking. I don't think we're worried about that treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can cast everything in our deck. They're going to look deeper. And we have another wedding announcement coming, so we can attack. That's a thing. Oh, all right. Well, never mind. Nice. Thank you, deck. Land. And another Rutstein. So, hold Spider. Right? Hold Spider. Let's attack. Here. Yeah, we're fine with this trade as well. We'll keep this to block here. And then we'll just play Wedding Announcement, draw a card. Hold the Spider for when they play Cathar to get rid of Liza. That's one of the reasons why we're attacking her with her as well. Yeah, they feel the writing on the wall here. Feel like they know what's up. Alright, wedding announcement. And just kind of an embarrassment of riches here against the mono white deck. And they curved out too. They curved out. Land not thrilling. Not that our Conduit would... Oh yeah, actually our Conduit does pack a kill spell. Alright. Liza down. Liza down. They're going to attack. We have good blocks. And they don't have... Oh, they do have a card to discard to make Guardian. But, I mean, I think we're good throwing away either of these cards. We draw a Conduit. This lets us play our Bank Buster again to start drawing some cards. We can actually even just take the hit now that I think about it. Honestly, we're at 25. So I don't even think we have to chump block. They send it back to us. Fair. Alright, so far the mills have been good. The mills have been good. Let's see if this draws a concession from the opponent. Sack a bug. Killed the Cathar. Now, it would be different if we had a Conduit. Then I would be more inclined to sack a spider and we could start chaining spiders. But they've seen enough. On to the next one. Okay, this one actually works out. Okay, we have a curve. We're going to keep this. We're going to play this, go grab a swamp, and then on 2 we could play a loss. So it's a good start. May go Bank Buster instead, so we can start gathering some card advantage until we have an idea what our opponent's playing, but we'll see. Because then we get to go wedding announcement and or, well, not Liliana, green. So they're aggro. Alright, well then I think we need to be a little proactive here and go a loss. Right? That way if we could block, we get a black source. We could potentially play Liliana. And we'll block here. Alright. I think we still just go ahead and keep flooding the board with stuff. The longer the game goes, I think the more it benefits us. And we don't want that to get bigger. Alright, we will just take the hit, I think, here. Oh yeah, we have the land. Okay, we're good. I was thinking about using it to kill that. Do we want that? Right? And then we could save... No, because this guy can block here. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And just not give them the opportunity. Right? Sack this guy. Kill this guy. And then we could block here. We still get another 1-1. It was close because we can obviously play this once we draw our Conduit. The more chump blockers we have, it's not bad. We may even just take another 3 actually, because once these flip, they can block, and there's no point in making that trade when we don't need to. We'll take the 3. Which, the only downside to that, right, of not blocking here is... Okay. I didn't think about that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think about that. Let's see. We can play Wedding Announcement and draw a card. We can go Bank Buster and draw a card. Let's attack for 3 and play another Wedding Announcement. Because we're not... We could see haste, right? They could be running the... I'm not gonna lie. I completely forgot about the sack thing. So we should have blocked. That was my bad. So let me think for a second. If we had played... Ooh. Okay, okay. So close. So close. You attack our everything. Get Luca down. Let's do that. Attack with everything. They can either kill the spider or they can kill the 1/1s. I like not giving them the ramp. They're going to offer the trade. Okay. We're going to get to draw a card. So let's go land. Grab our other swamp for Liliana. This is feeling pretty good, honestly. Grab our other swamp. And then let's play Bank Buster, and now we're gonna have options to either draw a card or a commando, or we can commando plus. Yeah, we actually don't even lose a card here. Play commando. All right, that's a thing for sure. So we need to block that. How are we gonna do that? That is unfortunate. So I think we just draw here. Or do we play a debut? No, I think we draw. Take the 5. Another land. Tapped lands. We're gonna have plenty of defenders now, though. So we can... Let's grab another green source. Because we have plenty of black. So we're gonna save this. Well, we don't need white either. So green, gain a life, go back up. Play Liliana. And minus because we don't have...
With the mysteries, I've come for answers. Haven't you ever heard of personal
Yeah, because we don't have our conduit. If we had our conduit, then I would pitch the... Probably the land. But I think we're good here. We'll hold, make another 2-2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we're not looking for is a contaminator. Nice. Okay. Pretty solid. Let's see if they go for it. We have to block with everything. We lose everything. We block here. This is 4, 5, 6. We can double block, lose all these, keep the spider. We're going to make him discard. Think for a second. We could crew here, double block, and then we lose the Bank Buster. Let's go with that. Yeah, there's no pause. Let's just... 2 4/4s. I think that's our best bet. We kind of lose our card advantage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's correct. They're going to eat the Bank Buster. And then we get to 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, interesting. Interesting. They go for the spider. We will decline to exile because we get our oh, look at that. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's draw first. Another Bank Buster. So grab our 3rd green. And then we can play Elos. And plus pitching the Bank Buster? I don't think so. I think we just hold here. No attacks. And then next turn, I think we lock it up. I think we lock it up. So they could have a kill spell for Elos. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, well, that's embarrassing. There's still like a plus. We could just get rid of her. What are they doing? All right, well, let's start turning the corner. So let's draw. I think we can hold off here now. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. Kind of ridiculous. We'll draw again, right? Oh no, crewing? No, cancel. Sorry. We can 1, 2. Yeah, we could still, if we go like this, we could still draw again. See if there's anything we're okay pitching. Another Elos. There we go. There we go. Discard. They're probably holding on to lands if I had to take a stab at it. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. Let's leave. Yeah, let's just start picking at them. They're going to give haste, but what we can do is in response to them casting something, we binding. So, because next turn we're going to minus. I think it's safe to get rid of Liliana here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have another one. Okay. So before combat, eat the Halana so that doesn't get pumped, and they've seen enough. All right. Missing black. Our opponent's going first, but we do have Cathar and Bank Buster, so I think we can keep this one. Feeling pretty good about it. Immediately regret my decision. Haha! Thank you, deck. So gonna hold the commando for the Warfares. So we are gonna play Elos. That will throw off their curve a little bit, hopefully. And then that way, if they do play something, right? Go here, play Elos for free. And they don't have a play with fire, so that bodes well. And then typically, I'm assuming, right, there's no first strike in these red decks. So Elos will be able to block. We can take one for a little bit, but we are going to hold the commando. Emperor hopefully can gain us a little bit of life back. So things are looking up. Things are looking up. Probably going to go ahead and play Bankbuster and Court. I mean, yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Courtyard can get us a... We have double green. We have double white. So probably just another green, gain us a life. If they use Lightning Strike here, I think I'm pretty happy about that. Could also commando... Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll block this all day. All day. Ah, sad face. All right. Like, I'm tempted to commando, to leave up commando versus Bankbuster here, right? Then we can block and sack. That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I think we're going to. I think we're going to leave up commando. Block here, maybe? We'll see. Like, it's hard to say, right? They didn't attack. I hope I wasn't wrong for that. Maybe I was gaining a life. Reckless, okay. And, alright, well, they get to play another one, unfortunately. So, alright, so we're gonna just block the two Kumano Lightning Strike. Alright, so I'm trying to think. I think we get rid of the Kumano. Gain a life and then sack to kill the Kumano. So that way we get to keep the Elos. And because we sack that... Oh, yeah, it has to be damaged. Yeah, we're good. So now we still have the option of doing our things. Now 13. Binding, not doing us any favors at the moment. Though if we play here, we can. But I think we're going to go here and leave up Emperor. Right? And then next turn we can Binding plus Bankbuster and or draw. Okay, they're getting pretty aggressive here. So I think we're going to exile the adversary instead of Feldon. So let's do that. Here, exile adversary, and then we minus one. Okay. So this will get us, we have just that, right? We can go here, we can gain a life. This will make this 2 cheaper, so it doesn't make a difference. Because I would like to do this plus that. No, but that's dealing damage here. Minus block, kill that, doesn't do well. So, yeah, I think we just Courtyard, make this a little cheaper. Keep the Iganjo when we can do it for less, right? Grab a Forest. And then -2 to block here.
Until next time, then. Let your blade do the
And
talking.
unfortunately, we don't get the Bankbuster this turn. But I think keeping our life total as high as possible is probably solid. Raiju. Alright, well, that's not the worst because we can Binding that before they get the counter. So we'll just have to deal with them having the Feldon. Because we can't let that trigger. So let's block here. Take 3. Alright, there we go. Alright. This will let us hit that. Do we get a creature? What do we get? Alright, we got a creature. Bankbuster, we can double block here. Let's do that so we can start getting some draw. And I will play our land. We have to draw 2 cards. We draw a land. I'm trying to think if we want to Liliana to get a card out of their hand, right? I think we're going to expend it. I'm going to play it because we're If we draw Liliana, we're probably just going to minus. They eat the chick. Leave with the Feldon. We're going to double block here. Right? Another chick. That's a little bit of an issue. Ouch. That is a problem. That is a problem. Fortunately, I guess we do 1 and 1. I would have liked to block the Feldon, but then we take 5, and then we just got no regular cover. So I think we do this, and they get a card. So thank goodness we got a creature off of that. This is going to be close. Another creature. Yes. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Impressive.
5, 6, 7. I am so glad we played our land there. So glad. Here. Gain life and make a... Yeah. We gain life. Make a 4. Okay, okay. So somewhat stabilized now. We have a block. We can double block Feldon. We can block here. They have Play with Fire, which is fine. All right, all right. So looking for our Conduit. If we get our Conduit, I like our position here. We have enough mana to play Conduit. Yep, we're okay with that. We'll block. If they want to burn like 3 burn spells to kill Titan, we're okay with this. Oh, I see what they're going to try to do. Yeah, okay. I get it. Because then next turn they could bring it back. If they use 2 burn spells, I think we're okay with that. Right? It's 2 burn spells that went to Titan and not us. No. Alright, draw. Come on, Dak. Come on, deliver. I know you got it in you. Know you got it in you. Alright, attack with both. No, that's kind of pointless. Attacking here, they just block here. So let's go here. And hold our land now. Attack for 2. Attack here for 4. We have plenty of blockers. This is probably going to block here. No, I think we just hold. Oh, we're going to get another blocker. We need to start turning the corner, though. 5, 6, 7. Come on, Conduit. We're recording a Conduit video. Give me Conduit. Give me Conduit. Did they let go of the Play with Fire? They did. All right. There we have it. Just good old Abzan. Okay. This... Ugh. Both tap lands. All of our top end. We're going to redraw this. Okay, okay, let's work with this. Let's work with this, and we'll tuck the Binding. I think is going to be the least impactful card right now for us. Lead off with the Sanctum, so we can go a loss into Lily, potentially. Yep, definitely glad we were on the play here. Definitely don't want to take our first poison if we can avoid it. Alright, opponent. Would like a green. Any untapped land off the top would be fine. Preferably a green, but any untapped land would be fine. I'll take all of them and any of them. If you're thinking about it, I don't like the fact they have a ton of turn 2 plays. So... you could have a shore up. We'll see what they play here. Bounce our guy. Put a counter on it. If they put a counter on it, I think we still block. Especially since we have another one. Yeah, okay, we'll just block here. I'm alright with that. We have another one. Oh, alright. Let's play the other one. Come on. Come on, Dak. Hook it up, hook it up. It's just straight blue-white at the moment. Does that have Godzilla in it? It does have Godzilla in it. That's super cool. That's super cool. Not like this, Dak. Not like this. Let's see. I mean, luckily this... Well, no. Once they put a counter out, we're in trouble. Alright, that's helpful. That actually is extremely helpful. I will take that. I'll take that. Good call. So that tells me they don't have a protection spell. Okay. Now they may. So that's tricky, right? I think we go for the Liliana and hope that they're playing a hexproof spell. And then we could start eating their hand, which is good for us. Yeah, I think here we have to go for a Liliana. So we're gonna... Do we block? Oh, we can't, right? Or this deals combat damage. Oh. No, attack alone, it can't be blocked. Yeah. Alright, yep, taking 8. 8 we go, my friend. Oh. They're trying to kill us. Oh my goodness. Right? So wait, are we dead? The first one hits, then they draw, or they connive, right? They pitch, this gets bigger, hits us for 7, we go to 7, right? I'm not missing that? But they're tapping out. So I think that was a mistake on their part. I think they went a little too power hungry here. It would be nice if we still draw a land. Which we did not. But yeah, we can't... Well, shoot. Actually, we could just spite... No, I don't want spider. Yeah, let's just Lily here. Lily minus. Lily minus you. I feel like that was a mistake for them to tap out. Alright, well they don't have haste, so let's get some damage. Next turn we can play Rutstein or we can play Scrap Forger. Jeez Louise, deck. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Alright. Attack you first, see what they got. It is unfortunate, because, like, I think after our opponent did that, we're actually in a decent spot. So, plus, make you discard. And I think we just do Wedding Announcement. I don't feel Wedding Announcement's doing... But we are going to have to play Scrap Forger. Pitch the land. Yep, I think we just Scrap Gorger here. Hope for the best. So now they have an interesting debacle, right? Because now, do they kill the Lily or not? Playing Spider would have been nice, right? Because we would have gotten a reach creature to block. I don't think the Drake can kill us, right? Boon, okay. Seems good. So now they obviously are going to kill Liliana. Because they can't kill us this turn, and Liliana is the only way to get rid of them. They played all their cards from their graveyard, so that's not going to be a thing. Lily down.
Fine.
But, once again, we do have
I'm not
Hexproof.
wanted.
Or, not Hexproof, Reach, I'm sorry. Alright. Land, go grab a green. And then we're going to go here first, because it really doesn't matter. And we will eat... let's just eat creatures. I don't really know what this... Do we get a bug? Bug or treasure? Or not treasure. Yeah, treasure. Alright. So, sack Rutstein, I guess, to kill this Drake. Then we could still block this one. Oh boy. This is... Well, we still have reach, and they haven't buffed them. Losing the Emperor was okay. Wasn't great. We could still kind of play it. Alright, let's get in. So they have protection against removal, and they have protection against... There's a treasure, and now we get our... Thanks, Dak. Thanks. Okay. So... attack. Eat something. I'm trying to think if we keep Rutstein or keep Scrap Gorger. I think we keep Scrap Gorger because that's going to give us the higher chance. Triggers. And sack. Because that way we can at least get rid of one of them. Yeah, because the ramp may be relevant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can play Liza. What? That was weird.